Morning students, today we have to see some problems. Okay, we have to solve today some problems. So problem is the mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. The distance between the earth and sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. If the gravitational force between the two is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton, then what is the mass of the sun? Given data is gravitational constant, that is the capital G is equal to 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Okay, so that much data they given. First of all, we have to write what is given in the problem. Okay, so these are the steps of the problem solving. Okay, first of all, always you have to write given data, because if you see the distribution of a mark, if this problem is for 2 marks, okay, then this part is the given. Okay, that much part is given in this problem, so this part will carry 1/2 mark. Okay, so this is important. Always we have to write given data of the problem. So here what is given? The mass of the earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Okay, so that will be 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Okay, so that we call as a M1. M1 is what? Mass of earth. That will be equal to 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. Okay, then distance between earth and sun, okay, that is we can say distance we called as we denote by the notation small r. Okay, so that small r is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. So we can write here r is equal to this 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, then the gravitational force between the two is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton. So here gravitational force between earth and sun is given. Okay, that is how much? F is equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton. Okay, and then what is the mass of sun? We have to calculate here mass of the sun. So we know the formula of gravitational force is equal to capital G m1 m2 divided by r square. So here we call m1 is a mass of earth. So ultimately our m2 will be mass of sun. Mass of sun. M2 will be mass of sun. So now only M2 is not given in this problem. Okay, if you see given data, only we don't have this M2. Other all things actually we have. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to derive this equation only for M2. Okay, we have to place M2 is only in left hand side, and we have to convert this equation for M2. So all other things will get shift into the right hand side of the equation. So as M2 is remain here, so this r square will become into f into r square, and this g into m1, that terms are present in numerator, so that will be go here in denominator. Okay, so such a way that we get equation for m2, and that m2 will be equal to f r square divided by capital G into m1. So this capital G has value 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11. So we have to put all these value and calculate. Then we will get this m2 is nothing but the mass of sun. Okay, so F force is how much? Gravitational force between earth and sun is 3.5 into 10 raised to 22 Newton. So F into r square. Distance r is what? Distance between sun and earth. This distance is given by 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. So we have to take this f r square. So r is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 and their square. divided by capital G. Capital G 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. That is a constant value. Okay. And M1 is what? Mass of Earth. It's 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. And so after that we will get this 3.5 into 1.5. This 10 raised to 22. Here what? 10 raised to 11 and its square. So it will be 10 raised to 24. 10 raised to 22. Okay. So if you combine all the powers of the numerator, then equation will become 3.5 into 1.5 into 10 raised to 44 divided by 6.7 into 6 into this 10 raised to minus 11, this 10 raised to plus 24. So 10 raised to 24 minus 11 will be equal to 10 raised to 13. So in the denominator it will become 10 raised to 13. Okay. So here if we carry out this is a simple mathematical calculation. Okay. Now here adjustment of power is important part. Okay. Here in the numerator is how much? 10 raised to 44. Okay. In the numerator 10 raised to 44 divided by in denominator 10 raised to 13. 10 raised to 13. Then how we have to carry out this calculation? Then when this power of denominator goes in numerator, that will be subtracted. Okay. So here 10 raised to 24 minus this denominator power 10 raised to 13. So ultimately this equation will become 10 raised to 31, and after calculate an adjustment of this decimal point, we will get here 10 raised to 30. So mass of the sun will be 1.96 into 10 raised to 30 kilogram. Okay. So such a way that we have to calculate answer of the question or term we have to calculate. In that some basic part is what we have to first of all write given of the problem, because that carries separate 1/2 mark. Then you have to write accurate formula. Okay. That also carry 1/2 mark. Then you have to put all the values in the formula. That will be give us 1/2 mark, and your final answer, if it is right, then it will also give as a 1/2 mark. Okay. So such a way that 2 marks are divided into 4 parts, 1/2. Okay. Then also one important part you have to write here unit. Okay. These units are also you have to remember which term you have to ask. According to that we have to write their unit. Okay. So such a way that we have to calculate answer of any problem. Okay. So next problem is the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution around the sun is 3.156 into 10 raised to 7 second. The distance between the earth and sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Then we have to find the speed of the revolution of earth. Okay. Here they given the time taken by earth to complete one revolution. Okay. We know the time taken by any object to complete one revolution is called as a simply periodic time, and it is denoted by capital T. Okay. So this capital T is given, that is the periodic time, that will be 3.156 into 10 raised to 7 second. Okay. First of all we have to write given data. Then second thing they give the distance between the earth and sun, that is the R. R is what? Distance between earth and sun. That R is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay. Then find the speed of revolution of the earth. So we have to calculate speed, that is the velocity. So we know formula for velocity we see in circular motion. Okay. In circular motion this velocity is given by 2 pi r divided by t. So here we know 2 into pi has a value 3.142 and r is r is what? Distance between earth and sun. So 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, and then this is the t. T is what? Periodic time. Time taken by earth to complete one revolution around the sun. That t is in denominator. So value of t is 3.156 into 10 raised to 7 seconds. Okay, so after calculate all the mathematical process, we will get 2.987 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. It will be equal to what? 29.87 kilometer per second. Okay, such a way that we can calculate the velocity of the revolution of the earth around the sun. That will be equal to 29.87 kilometer per second if distance between earth and sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter and periodic time, that is the time taken by earth to complete one revolution around the sun, is 3.156 into 10 raised to 7 second. Okay, simply formula you have to remember that velocity is given by 2 pi r divided by t. Just we have to put these all given values here, then ultimately we will get answer. Velocity will be equal to 29.87 meter per second. Okay, next problem we have to see that assuming that the earth performs uniform circular motion around the sun, find the centripetal acceleration of the earth. Okay, what we have to calculate? Centripetal acceleration of the earth. Okay, here given is speed of the earth is 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second and distance between earth and sun is 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, these are the two given values. By using that we have to calculate the centripetal acceleration of the earth. We know if any object performs circular motion, okay, this centripetal force is responsible for the motion of that particular object, and this centripetal force is always towards the center of earth. This force is bind object to earth. That is why on each and every point only direction of velocity is get changes, and that direction is always tangential to the surface of our or tangential to the circumference of a circle at each and every point. That part we already studied in the theoretical part. Okay, so next we have to see here what is the centripetal acceleration of the earth. Now given data is, first of all we have to write that is speed of the earth, that is velocity will be equal to 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. Then distance between sun and the earth, that is r, will be equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, then we know formula for the centripetal force. Okay, that will be equal to mv square divided by r, but according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. So this will be equal to ma according to Newton's second law. Force will be equal to ma. So this mv square by r will be equal to m into a. So mm from the both side will get cancelled. So remaining is what? Simply here v square divided by r. Okay, and v is what? Velocity of the earth around the sun. Okay, so this v is 3 into 10 raised to 4, and r is what? Distance between earth and the sun, and this distance is how much? 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. Okay, so only now equation will become this a will be equal to this v square divided by r, and we have values of v and r. By only putting the value of v and r, we get answer, that is the acceleration. So our v is how much? 3 into 10 raised to 4 meter per second. It's a square, v square. So it's a square divided by our distance r, 1.5 into 10 raised to 11 meter. So it will be 3 into 3 divided by 1.5. Here square means 4 into 2, it will be 8. So power become 10 raised to 8. Okay, here in numerator power become 10 raised to 8 divided by 10 raised to 11. As it will go in numerator, so it will be become minus. Okay, so it will be equal to 10 raised to this plus 8, and as this power 10 raised to 11 go in numerator, that will be become minus. So it will be minus 11. So it will be 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so power will become 10 raised to minus 3. So acceleration will be equal to 6 into 10 raised to minus 3, and the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, so we know if we want to calculate centripetal acceleration of the earth, okay, then we have to take consideration here centripetal force, and the centripetal force will be equal to ma. According to Newton's second law, force is equal to ma, so ma will get cancelled. So according to that, we can calculate centripetal acceleration of the earth around the sun, and that will be 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter per second square. Okay, next problem we have to see, that is the masses of the earth and moon are 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram and 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kilogram respectively. The distance between them is 3 into 84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. Okay, calculate the gravitational force of attraction between the two. Okay, so first of all, again we have to write given data. Here masses of earth and moon are given. Okay, so we can call m1 is a mass of earth, and mass of earth is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram. That is the m1. Then we can call m2 is the mass of moon, and that m2 will be equal to 7.4 into 10 raised to 22 kilogram. Okay, m1 and m2, mass of earth is m1 and mass of moon is m2. Then the distance between them is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. Okay, so here distance given in kilometer, we have to convert it in meter. So if it is 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer, okay, then 1 kilometer will be equal to 10 raised to 3 meter. That we have to remember. 1 kilometer is equal to 10 raised to 3 meter. Such a way that if 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer, then it will be equal to 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 3. And we know if the powers are in powers of multiplication will get added. If base is same, then power will get added. So here 8 into 3 into 84 into 10 raised to 5 plus 3. Here 5 plus 3 will be 3 into 84 into 10 raised to 8 meter. Such a way that kilometer we can convert into meter by multiplying 10 raised to 3. Remember, 1 kilometer is equal to 10 raised to 3 meter. That conversion you have to remember. Okay, so this distance 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer will be equal to 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 plus 3, 10 raised to 8 meter. Okay, then gravitational constant, that will be 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. That is the standard constant value. Then we have to calculate force between them, gravitational force between them, because two are massive body, so force is always exist between them. How much that force is, that will be in Newton. Force unit is what? Newton. That force we have to calculate, that given by, if we know m1 m2, r also know, g also know. Okay, so this force will be equal to capital G m1 m2 divided by r square. We have G, we have m1 m2, and also we have r. So all these value we have. Okay, so just we have to put all these value in this formula, then we will get our answer. So here G 6.7 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square into m1 mass of earth 6 into 10 raised to 24 kilogram into or m2 mass of moon, that is the 7.4 into 10 raised to 22, sorry, here 22 kilogram. That also we have to see. Okay, and here r square, r is a distance, that is the 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter, that square, r square. Okay, it's square. So it will be, just we have to write all the numbers here, then we have to add all powers together. Okay, first of all this 6.7 we have write here, then this 6 we write here, and this 7.4 we write here. Okay, then this 10 raised to minus 11, 10 raised to 24, and 10 raised to 22 we have to add together. Okay, because all in multiplication, so power will get add. So 10 raised to here minus 11, 10 raised to plus 24, 10 raised to plus 22. So minus 11 plus 24 plus 22 will be equal to 33. Okay, so it will be 10 raised to 33. Similarly here square, 8 square, 8, 10 raised to 8, it is square. If powers square, it will be multiplication. That is the rule. Okay, rule of indices. Okay, if such a way that if 10 into 10 raised to 8 is square, so it will be 10 into 10 raised to 8 into 2. So that is the one rule of indices. Okay, that we already studied. So here it will be 10 raised to 16 here. Okay, and it's a square, so 3.84 into 3.84, 10 in 10 raised to 16. So here if this 10 raised to 6 go in numerator, it will be get minus. So it will be, now this power will become 10 raised to 33. If this go in numerator, so this 10 raised to, it become 10 raised to minus 16. So it will be minus 16. So it will be 33 minus 16. So we will get 10 raised to 17. 10 raised to 17. Okay, 33 minus 16, 10 raised to 17. So if we calculate all these mathematical terms, okay, that much calculation if we carry out, then arrange this decimal point, then we will get answer 2.017 into 10 raised to 20 Newton. This unit is also important, Newton. Okay, so such a way that we can calculate the gravitational force of attraction between Earth and Moon if their masses are given and distance between them is given. Okay, so such a way that we have to solve problem. First of all, again remember, we have to write given data. Okay, that is important because that carry half mark. Then we have to write accurate formula of that will be help us to calculate answer. The formula is important, that will again carry half mark. Again we have to put all the values in that formula. Okay, that is also important part, that will carry half mark. And finally you have to write this answer accurately. Okay, that will carry half mark. Okay, so such a way that distribution of mark is distributed in problem solving. Okay, so that part also you have to remember, and according to that you have to solve problem, because all that part will must exist in our answer, because each having separate marking system. Okay, so remaining problem we will see in next lecture. Thank you.